Hey everyone, welcome back to the Twisted Outlaw News. I am David.
And I'm Jenny.
Are you sure?
No.
You could be lying. So, we're going to go over this video today that was released by Amaranth. And in case you're wondering who Amaranth is, we'll get to that in just a second. But maybe not released today, recently. Released by her, got the tears going on, you've got the angry dude, husband, on the other side of the phone. She's saying all sorts of stuff.
Although I do have to say, if she's really crying, her eye makeup is holding up amazingly.
She came prepared for a good cry.
I guess she put on that waterproof stuff and said it and just was ready for it.
Ready.
Most normal people, it would be pouring down their cheeks.
To be fair, she has to put on makeup that will last hours, that won't melt. I'm not a subject matter expert for makeup at all. Doesn't rely on you for that.
But I am, and I'm telling you that she would definitely have to have some heavy-duty waterproof mascara and eyeliner for it to stay on like that.
Okay, so now, are we doing anything but looking over the video and giving our opinions on what was said?
No.
Nope. But I will go over who Amaranth is with you all in just a moment. Right here. Go away, you silly screen. All right, so who is Amaranth? This is Amaranth. She's an e-girl. She is a successful e-girl. In fact, I think she is the most successful e-girl on Twitch. Her name is Caitlin Saragusa. She obviously lives in Houston, Texas. Now, people might be wondering, David, why are you looking up where she lives? Because I want to know really fast what kind of cell phone laws and text message laws apply to her. Because in California, you cannot publicly broadcast a phone call that was intended to be private into the public sphere. That's illegal. That violates the law. Same thing with text messages. But if you believe you're in a case and you're mature and you actually want to succeed at the case and you're not just looking for public support and public outcry, which I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but it could be. I always advise caution. Okay, we always want to investigate and dig deep to what's going on. A woman is biologically wired to, when she cries, and men are biologically wired to hear that woman crying, see her upset, see her in distress, and want to comfort her and protect her and attack anybody who's aggressing her. We are all biologically wired, men, to do that. And women know this. A lot of women got a lot of advantages these days. Now, why is that there? Because when we were primitive cavemen, and we also were primates before that, and honestly, for a very long time, even in today's society, when groups of people are together, we're all social creatures, a woman is crying, that means there's something wrong, and there is a sign of distress that must be taken care of. Today's society, people cry about a lot of stuff that they shouldn't really cry about. Back then, it was usually because there was some kind of danger, like a giant beast that's going to eat her. Or, as you know, there is a large group of other males from another tribe coming to take over and murder your tribe. So a woman crying is still biologically wired in us for us to respond and for us to comfort and for us to support. Now, one thing we do not support is any types of abuse. Yelling, screaming, yelling, whatever, physical abuse, all that stuff towards your spouse, male or female. What we are seeing in this is somebody yelling on a phone. Is that good? No. Does that not mean that when her Twitch streaming is not airing that she's also not yelling at him and saying awful things? Absolutely not. What I can derive from the phone call is that they definitely do have a toxic relationship. But be careful. Remember, she's the one who turned on the Twitch stream knowing that she's going to turn the Twitch stream on and put it out into the public sphere. She is probably smart enough and well within the media circles enough to know that she may not be able to win a lawsuit to take possession of her brand name away from her husband, because he is a lawyer and he most likely, they've been married, this is my next point, they've been married supposedly since 2015. This guy's name is Nick Lee. He's a lawyer, and she tried to hide it for a long time. So she's not unaccustomed to the art of deception, okay? And we're just saying, right, we're not accusing her that she's lying. We're just saying, hey, let's go into this with facts-based, not emotion-based. That, you know, that desire to defend the attractive female because she's in danger, okay? What do you have to say?
I don't have anything to say.
Lies. Lies. All right, so what's your opinion so far?
I mean, I guess I just need to watch the video. I really only kind of like heard it from the other room. So I think it'll be very interesting to see kind of like what her body language is like during all of this. If she's actually really crying, like I said, if she was really crying, real tears, I would definitely expect her eye makeup to be smeared, to be running. I don't know. I'll have to look at it.
I'm also, I say I'm getting Amber Heard vibes. And now the difference between Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp trial was that Johnny Depp was a famous male actor who had lots of women that followed him, supported him, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. He was very rich. He was very well known in the public eye. Amaranth has the advantage in the public circle.
Right.
There's 4 million followers, dudes that just give her cash nonstop, and chicks too, that follow her and are going to be on her side. I seriously doubt Nick Lee has that kind of star power. So this dude is about to get raked over the coals. Hardcore. This is not an Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. This is something completely different. It might as well be Amaranth versus some guy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And now I bring that up. Be careful that she's using deception because one, she hid the fact that she was married, and people are like, "Well, that's her private business." Marriage is a public bond. It's not something that's could be private. I know Disney and some of the films, they like to romanticize the hidden marriage, the secret love, blah blah blah. But it's really, marriage is a public unification of two people together to build and create a family and continue the culture and beliefs of the tribe that they adhere to. So when women who use their sexuality to get copious amounts of cash are keeping that hidden in order to keep that cash flow flowing as hardcore as possible, she's practicing deception, and she's mastered the art of deception.
But at the same time, he must have been okay with it, because if they've been married since 2015, he definitely 100% knew that she was doing this. This is where her money was coming from. I mean, I heard her yelling from the other room when you were playing the video that she streams for 12 hours. So you cannot tell me that she's streaming for 12 hours and he is blissfully unaware of this. So he's known that she's doing this. She's telling her audience that she's not married or hiding it, but he's been okay with that this whole time because he has also enjoyed and reaped the rewards of her doing this type of a job.
Yeah, so let's put the shoe on the other foot, because otherwise you're walking half barefooted. Man's supposed to protect his woman. Supposed to take care of her. Supposed to put her in front of before all other women. That's just a reality. Now, people, if they live like polyamorous lifestyles, swingers, whatever, okay, cool. We could go on a long rant about that also being part of the natural human state. But with this kind of situation too, is that Jane brings up a solid point, is that he knew about this. He probably helped build this, and he knew what was going on, and he was okay with the lie.
Yeah.
I never said they didn't have a toxic relationship. There's nothing about this relationship that's healthy on either side. This dude was fine with using his lady, his like, if they got married in 2015, that's like 7 years ago, so she was like 22. So obviously they're dating in her early 20s. Does that mean a girl in her early 20s isn't like completely like innocent, pure, oh, I'm just a victim? No, absolutely not. But he knew that she was going to be utilized, and I don't want to use the word used because she agreed to this.
Right.
This is the United States.
Although, I mean, according to this one down here, she has been forced to do hot tub streams due to her abusive husband this entire time.
Now, that's what I'm saying about earlier. It's like she's now going to be like, I'm the victim. He has forced me to do this. Everyone, please come save me. Come to my aid, my army of simps. Come help me. Here's the question that's going to be ignored in court. How many times did she sign off on this to agree to do it?
Yeah, definitely.
If she was truly being forced to do this, there are so many resources out there the girl could utilize. But we're getting way off topic here. This is going to turn into a long rant. I'm not saying anybody is a good person in this. Neither the husband nor Amaranth. They knew what they were, but I am saying they both knew what they were doing. It's obviously it was a toxic relationship. Okay, it wasn't healthy. It wasn't good. But we are here to see what she was saying on the video.
Right.
All right. And before I move on to the video, okay, yeah, I think we said enough. Let's move forward. All right, here we go. So we're going to let her play. We're going to listen as well as we can because it's still not great audio. We're going to comment on what we see and what was said.
Okay.
Insanity. If you think that of me, then we can just not be together and we just not work together.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now. If you think that, I don't want us to be together.
Okay.
Okay. So all I heard about that was I don't want to sleep together.
Or I heard I don't want to stay together.
Stay together?
I heard I don't want to stay together.
Okay, so it's a breakup call.
Yeah, she definitely looks to me right there like she's probably really crying and has been for a little while, probably before she started this video. Her eyes definitely look puffy, and her nose is really red. I mean, although she could have put on makeup to make her nose look red like that.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to say because this could just be, she's used to being in front of a camera, being part of the stage, and like Jenny said too, her makeup isn't running.
Right.
And also, like, why would you publicly publicize this if you weren't trying to make a hit?
Well, yeah, no,
I think
definitely.
what's going on here, this is just my suggestion, is it could have been this toxic. It could have been this way. But she's making a move now in the public eye to completely destroy him so that she takes everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, she parks herself in front of a camera. She hits record. She does her thing. Somebody else does all the editing work. Somebody else does all the moderation on Twitch, okay? She just shows up to the party. When it's done, she says, see you later, and off she goes. So somebody in the background has to be setting up all of the events, has to be setting up all the photo shoots, has to be taking care of all the legalities. Somebody has to be taking care of the taxes. Somebody has to be taking care of the business licensing. That was probably her husband, Nick Lee, because he's the lawyer, so he's the one who's been doing it.
Okay.
Now, I'm not opposed to couples that want to utilize sexuality to be successful. I think that's fine. I don't think human sexuality should be demonized. I don't think it should be tread upon. I don't think it should be blasted. I don't use the word objectification because I think that's just a BS word that's just used to say that men who like women are just objectifying and turning into a petty little object. I think that's bullshit. I really do. I just think that's just bastardizing and demonizing a natural human thing, that how men and women are attracted to each other, because that goes both ways. All right, let's see what's said next.
Okay, sure. I agree.
Which is why I'm about to tear down with this sweep.
Just because we're incompatible.
So what did he say?
I don't know.
So that's why I'm about to tear down.
Okay, sure. I agree.
Which is why I'm about to tear down with this sweep.
Just because we're incompatible doesn't mean you have to try to destroy my life.
I do.
Why?
Zero.
Okay. All right. So that's bad on him. So he said that I'm about to tear this down, and then
Maybe take down the stream, tear down the stream. Maybe it was something about the stream.
could have been. I really wish I had like a script.
I know.
That'd be nice. If we get a script, we'll go over this again later. Okay, so he then says, I'm about to tear down the stream, the whole thing, whatever. And he's like, well, you don't have to, okay, but you don't have to destroy my whole life. And he's like, I do. I have to make it down to zero. That's not okay. That's pathetic. That's a freaking loser mentality. And that also says a lot about what's going on behind the scenes. So, she could be having a point. Okay?
Could be. Yeah, we don't know what else has been said behind the scenes. Only this phone call.
Yeah.
Because I built it for someone I thought was compatible with.
You didn't.
Okay. Because he said, so Nick Lee says, because I built it with someone who I thought I was compatible
Wait,
with.
I have something to say.
Yes.
Do we even know for sure that this is her husband? This could just be somebody that she hired to do this so that she could stage this whole thing and then blame it on him.
I'm going to have to say it probably is her husband, because if she were to pull something like this and have a fake actor, I mean, granted, it's not the first time somebody who's related to Hollywood and the entertainment business of Hollywood would have just passed completely false allegations in order to get attention.
Yeah, I mean, we'll assume it is, but it's a valid point. We don't actually know who's on the other side of this line. This could be a big slander.
This could be a setup. This could be a setup.
Yeah.
All right.
I literally put in hours of streaming, all of my work, I learned at the photo shoots. I've done the work too. It's not like I'm just fucking.
Oh, now you're claiming credit for it.
What do you mean I'm
What did he say?
I can't help because she's wailing
She's
out of
so
control
loud.
and like he's just right there. Okay.
I've done the work too. It's not like I'm just fucking.
Oh, now you're claiming credit for it.
What do you mean I'm claiming?
So so he said, okay, you're claiming credit for it.
I mean,
I don't think she was.
no, but she's pointing out like this has definitely been her job, and
Yeah.
I can understand her being like, "Hey, I've like worked hours on this." Like she's definitely the one who's sitting there for hours at a time, talking to people, engaging with people. I don't know if she plays video games, but if so, she's the one playing the video games. Whatever it is she does, she has a point. She's dressing up, she's going to the photo shoots. Like, yes, she definitely has like managers and people behind the scenes editing videos and doing all that. But that's not to say that she's not doing a lot of work on her own.
Yeah. So we'll use you as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Jenny did like what, 6 videos, erotic comic reviews.
Maybe 6, yeah, maybe 8. I don't remember how many.
Sure.
I mean, I could count them, but...
The number's not the point. The point is you danced seductively.
read the comics. Wrote the scripts. Got dressed up.
Got all dressed up, dolled up. I helped with setting up the scenery and the camera a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of work.
Yes.
We didn't keep it on the channel because we just...
Took it down.
Well, we felt that YouTube was punishing us.
Right.
Which it probably was. Because it was given adult rating because your ass is too much on fire.
I guess so.
Don't get me started with those boobs. Boobs. But anyways, before we start, we'll be like, no, I did 6. No, I did 8. It's like, oh, God. It's like, the point is, I kind of understand where they're coming from. Was I like 100% comfortable with Jenny doing it? No, but I think she was sexy. Yeah, and I think it's like kind of cool for the channel. Absolutely. And then you had to put in a lot of work as well to kind of like look good, look hot, dance, think of everything, all that stuff. Now, granted, I don't think she puts in half the work you do for what she does. When she goes to a photo shoot, she might have her makeup, but in the end, somebody's dolling her up and keeping her dolled up in order to keep her looking like that. Someone's supplying the outfits.
Yeah.
Or at least at this point. Maybe not when she first got started. But yeah, it's like she had to travel there, but I wouldn't really compare your level of work with her level of work. I mean, she kind of just gets her makeup on and then sits down, makes sure that she's showing tons of cleavage, shows her bra popping out, and then she Twitch streams. Now, she has to create a personality for people to listen to, but anyway, we're like the worst. An hour-long video.
Getting credit for it. I've literally been the one streaming for all these years and doing the photo shoots. Like, what the fuck do you mean claiming credit?
Oh, it
Wait.
cut.
It
That
cut.
was a cut.
That was a cut.
That was a cut.
Oh, we've been lied to.
And now she's smiling.
Like, what the fuck do you mean claiming credit?
She got a subscriber, so she's like...
And now he's texting me, wow, you did it this time, you ruined us. Really? I'm the one that ruined us? You literally told me you were going to kill my dogs, and you expect me not to snap?
Okay, so now she's putting words in his mouth.
Okay, and I was going to say, at the first part, I think she definitely was crying. And you can see her eye makeup is kind of smeared on that eye that we can see. It looks like she probably wiped it out to the side there. So yes, I do believe she was actually crying in the first part. Now she's fake crying.
So she said, now you're threatening to kill my animals, blah, blah, more sympathy.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't hear him say that.
We did not hear him say that.
And for all we know, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. Okay, let's go.
After you say you're gonna ruin everything, you asshole. What do you mean, why? You guys are
Okay, there she is. Okay, so that's what I brought up earlier. The women's game to bring sympathy and a call to action. Can you guys believe this? Can you believe what he's doing? Well, we didn't hear him say that.
Yeah. She's not showing the screen.
She's not showing the screen
We don't
at all.
even know what's on that screen that she's gesturing at. I'm assuming it's a text message, but what? So they were like having a conversation on voice. Mm-hmm. She gets a subscriber. Something cuts. Now they're having a text messaging conversation. What was she like? Oh, sorry, I gotta go. I got a subscriber. And then, like, now they're continuing the argument and texting. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay.
bullshit? What do you mean, why? If you're gonna fucking try to stab me in the back.
Going to try to stab me in the back. He wasn't trying to stab her in the back. That's another call for help. Another that's another lie. That's another deception. He didn't say anything about stabbing her in the back. He just says, I don't think we should see each other anymore.
Right.
I built this up for someone who I thought I was compatible with.
Which we don't even, honestly, we don't even know if he was even referring to her streaming thing. He might have just been referring to their relationship in general. But then because of the fact that she was on live streaming, she gave that response to make it seem like that's what he's saying. He's trying to take over her streaming thing. We never even got to hear his response to that because that's when it cut out. Mm-hmm. So she might be having one conversation that's different from what he's having so that she can make it look that way to her streamers.
Yep.
Just saying, because he might have been like, what are you talking about? That's not what I meant at all. She cut that part out, so we don't even know what his response was. Now, supposedly, they're texting.
Yeah, so now supposedly they're texting. We didn't see the hang-up, so this obviously isn't the full unedited stream, but we're still can see what's being said here. Okay, now the problem with this now is if he actually said that he was going to go murder the horse and the dogs, and she can prove that through text messages when they go to court and it gets released, public released at some point. Yeah, that's not good on him at all. But if she's lying, that's also not good on her. Mm-hmm. I mean, the guy might be truly just a complete asshole human being. From what I hear on here, he sounds pissed off. He sounds angry. Who knows what's going on? I believe one of the articles we had here was that she was getting a thing going on with one of her moderators. It could have been just her throwing him little scraps to make him feel special or whatever, or the guy could be the lawyer, Nick Lee, could be controlling complete psychopath. We just don't know. Yeah. This just seems, it's suspicious because she's using her Twitch platform in order to start creating public outcry. Mm-hmm. And you can already see it through the articles all over the place.
On my social media platforms, it deserves to be out there that you're the one fucking lying.
On my social media platforms, that deserves to be out there. Does that really sound like somebody who's really under distress and upset having an argument? And then she's saying all this with the face while continuing to click-clack on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
And being an asshole to me.
Gotta fix the hair.
What the fuck?
I can't hear.
Oh, no, he's still on here.
So he's still on the phone.
He's still on the phone. I can't hear you. Did she hit mute?
Jumped. Well, no, but it jumped up in subscribers, though, too, and I didn't see it go up. Like, here, go back, because it was at 5:58.
Oh, look at that.
And then it suddenly went up. Watch
You're
the
gonna fucking
subscribe.
try to stab me in the back on my social media platforms. It deserves to be out there that you're the one fucking lying.
Oh, it's just got
Being
two
an
real
asshole to me. What the fuck?
I can't hear.
What?
There's something going on with this. This is suspicious. I can't hear.
She was pretty loud.
She's very loud. Something's not right here. Something's not right with this whole thing.
And like what is she doing on her phone?
Well, she's playing with it.
Oh, yeah, I guess. She can't just have an argument without also doing things on her phone, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. This whole thing is suspicious.
Yeah.
E-girl, well, okay, so let's be honest. E-girls, people like in the public eye don't have to be, well, they should be, but with our culture going down the toilet and us going after beliefs and things that just aren't virtuous at all, or even like really humane, normal humanity things, she doesn't have to be the perfect wallflower. She doesn't even have to be right. She just has to throw slander and mud at this guy.
Right.
And get caught completely lying in the court of law like Amber Heard did,
Right.
and she'll still get away with it.
Well, also, like, so if they're married, I'm assuming that they live together.
Yeah.
So what is this room that she's in?
This could, for all we know, this little teenage girl room that this 29-year-old girl
You know
is
what I'm
sitting in
saying?
is just a lie.
Yeah.
It's literally could just be a spare room they have in their ridiculously large-sized mansion. Because remember, they live in Texas. So Texas, $1 million could get you a lot in Texas.
So, like,
California can get you a moldy house.
I know. So she's like in one room.
A studio.
She's in
She's
her
in a studio.
and he's like somewhere else in the house, and they're arguing over the phone rather than arguing in person.
This could just be one big giant farce to get more followers.
I'm starting to think it is, because there's so much about this that doesn't make sense. Why are they having this conversation over the phone? Why aren't they having this conversation in person?
And then why is he doing it? He's her manager, so he would know she's streaming.
Right. I'm sure that he's following her account. You'd think he'd be like, I know you're streaming right now, take me off the air. I'm going with this.
I think
this is
might be a
publicity
big
stunt.
publicity stunt.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It's working, too.
Oh,
it's
definitely.
already all over the
It's like
place.
skyrocketing.
Good. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I've been dealing with you being an asshole to me for years and just disappearing from stream for 12 hours at a time. A lot of times you're like, why do you have to make up bullshit? Because you don't want to tell people about the fact that you fucking asshole to me for so long?
Well, she said right there that she was streaming, but he would know that.
But yeah, honestly, I don't even think that this is a real conversation. I think that she has something like that's like pre-recorded that she's like hitting
pre-scripted,
to play.
pre-scripted.
Yeah, that's like playing back because like he's not even giving responses that make sense with what she's saying. If he was this controlling and domineering of her for 7 years, he would definitely be having some pretty harsh, abrasive, and cutting comebacks to everything that she's saying. And he's just like, I can't hear you. I don't know. It's like, that does not sound like somebody who's been controlling her.
Alex Jones here with InfoWars. This whole thing is fake. The lizard people have taken Amaranth. I mean, I agree with Jenny. This sounds like bullshit.
I also think she's fake crying here, although she was real crying earlier, which is why her eyes are puffy, and her eye makeup definitely looks like it was smeared.
People can just think of really sad shit and start crying.
Well, yeah,
that's what actors actually do all the time.
Well, yeah, I'm right here though. I'm saying she's not even real crying. She doesn't have any tears running down her cheek. She's like doing, like, if you go back during that part where she's yelling and getting all emotional, her voice is raising, but she's like trying to suppress a smile.
Yeah.
It's something that in body language analysis they call duper's delight, where like they know that they're lying, and so then they're smiling through it because they're like, haha, I'm like convincing people of my lies. Like she got way too happy and smiley during that part where she was going off
Which
on
part?
him. This last little rant she had, right about there,
just
yeah.
Kind of like just casually, she's just like playing with her hair, make sure my hair looks good, keep the boobs.
Yeah, the hair thing.
Here, where was it? Well,
It was after she had 556. It was her most recent little rant that she did at him. Like, she's not doing any self-soothing.
There's that jump. There she's smiling.
She's smiling.
You ruined us. Really? I'm the one that ruined us. You literally told me you were going to kill my dogs, and you expect me not to snap after you say you're going to ruin everything,
Like,
you asshole?
she's smiling.
Why?
But wait till we get to the next drink.
Bullshit? What do you mean why? If you're going to fucking try to stab me in the back on my social media platforms, it deserves to be out there that you're the one fucking lying.
Try to stab me back on my social media platforms. It deserves to be out there.
That you're the one who's lying. And then his response is like, like...
And being an asshole to me. What the fuck?
I can't hear.
Good.
I can't hear. I can't hear.
Now, it's this one, this rant. Watch her face.
But watch that, how he says that.
Yeah. And watch her finger. She clicks something, too.
Here.
I can't hear.
Good. I don't care. I've been dealing with you being an asshole to me for years and just disappearing from stream for 12 hours at a time. A lot of times it's like, why do you got to make up bullshit? Because you don't want to tell people about the fact that you fucking asshole to me for so long?
Click something.
You just take me away from my stream and start arguing at me for 12 hours at a time? They told me we're gonna go for 24, we're gonna go for 48. Like, yeah, you fucking asshole. Like, I deal with so much shit from you. I have so many offers from better people in my DMs who would actually treat me better.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like you don't even care? Like, the one person who fucking hates Amaranth.
Yeah, she like keeps smiling.
Yeah, she's definitely smiling. You can even see in her eyes, like, her eyes are smiling at that one part. She's trying to look sad, but she's failing miserably.
That is not the face of sadness.
No, if she was really sad, if they were really breaking up, she would be frowning, not smiling. Like, there's
and
no...
she's, like, perfectly in control of her phone the entire time.
And it's always like, you can see when she stops talking, she's hitting something on her phone. When he's talking, she's hitting something on her phone.
Like, the one person who fucking hates Amaranth is the one that she decided to be with, and I made the most terrible decision of my life, and now you just, like, fucking want to ruin it?
Why did you swap me?
I hear what he said.
Again, he's saying something about, like, he doesn't know what she's saying.
My life, and now you just, like, fucking want to ruin it?
Why did you swap me?
You're fucking bald. You want to ruin it?
Why did you swap me?
You're fucking bald of shit. Like,
What do you-
Why did
God.
you swap me?
SWAT.
Literally got physical with me. And then, like, fucking trying to take my phones away because he's gonna destroy my PC, and I recorded it. Now he's just trying to say bullshit because he knows he fucked up. He just admitted he was lying. Fucking.
So she's looking at her audience for confirmation, for support, and there she's getting it from toilet jammers.
Also, she went on to this whole live stream with the goal of getting 550 subscribers off of it.
And she
she's
keeps watching it. She's so distressed by all this, she keeps watching her stream and watching these...
Asshole.
She can't help herself. She keeps looking at it. There is a
Stop
jump
making
cut.
threats
again.
about you're gonna ruin my career and kill my dogs and sell my horses and send them to a meat auction if you're gonna fucking be this way. No, I'm not gonna let.
That doesn't sound like somebody who's upset. That sounds like somebody who's trying to, like, throw out a bunch of words and a bunch of horrible things.
Right, and she's smiling.
Like a script.
She's smiling again. Like, she's not, like, having her lip quiver, having her chin quiver. Like, nothing about her face is actual tears. Besides her eyes being puffy, her makeup now being kind of smeared, and her nose is red. But those e-girls, they're known for doing their makeup where they have their nose red. It's like a new like, trend.
I'm not gonna answer your phone call now. The fuck? Now that you know that I'm streaming it, and you're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, you piece of shit.
If this guy was so controlling, I think he would definitely use the fact that you were streaming to
lie.
make his
You know that
point
it's lie,
work.
asshole.
This isn't terrible. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I think this is staged.
I do too. I do too. I'm just not hearing the responses from him that makes me think that this is a genuine two-way street conversation. Something about either the way she's stopping and starting the stream, or muting and unmuting him, or this is something where she had his responses recorded and she's just playing them back against what she's saying. This does not seem like an authentic conversation. If he's as abusive and controlling as she's saying, I would expect him to be giving way more pushback to everything that she's saying.
Yeah, instead he's coming in super choppy, crappy, and it's like, this dude would know she's streaming.
Of course.
So she's playing with the whole thing. Oh, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't control anything, blah, blah, blah.
But apparently he's been forcing her to do this, which means that he would definitely know when she's on the stream. He probably gets notifications. I get notifications on my phone when we stream on our channel because I follow it.
So he would know.
Yeah.
I don't think we have enough evidence to say that this is real. I also don't think we have enough evidence to say that it's not real. But it just seems too staged. And she seems way too composed. The fact that she's continuing the stream tells me she's either she's making a power move, or it's staged.
Yeah.
Or she's just so narcissistic to this point that she wants people to watch this drama unfold because she loves it.
Yeah.
Which neither of it's good.
None of it's good. And the fact that I know she's looking at a video of herself in the monitor somewhere. I'm sure she can see what she
she's
looks
checking
like.
herself out.
Yeah, but she hasn't fixed her shirt yet.
Well, she's not going to. That's how.
Exactly.
That's
But I mean, the fact that her bra is sticking out.
Jenny.
What? I'm just
It's a
saying.
thirst trap. It's a trap. I'm done. I've seen enough. Okay. We're gonna keep covering this. It's kind of like what our channel's about. A little bit interesting. Outlaws, I'm not convinced. I think she's faking it. I think there's gonna be a lot of public outcry. We're probably gonna get dragged to the coals. But I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced this is genuine. This is crocodile tears. She's pulling some crap. They also could be. Both of them could be into it. Her and husband could both be into this silly tirade. Like
might
there's
be.
just.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, how do we even know that that was genuinely even him on the phone?
Like something, my LiDAR is going off, and maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, Outlaws. Jenny, would you like to say it?
Which part?
We'll see y'all next time.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
You're killing me. Death.